Hello, and welcome to another Northstar Plays Rebel Inc. Um, been doing a lot of Mount and Blade Warband lately, but I was feeling cheeky, so I thought I would play this. Just checking quickly to see what security initiatives cost. List. What what advisor is that? Anyways, just checking out the wiki challenge to see if I want to do it. Priority concern, economic literacy, catacombs, caves in some urban zones. Makes it especially important you don't lose urban zones. Charity watchdog. Charities cause less corruption when fighting initiatives and diplomatic relations. Mass intelligence gathering. Start with sniffling more. It's interesting. But I don't believe there's a Steam achievement for this. Give me a sec. Yeah, I see absolutely no achievements that I could get from this. That's what I thought. There are none that I haven't already done. So, let's see. First 5 maps. Some stuff to be done. Tank Commander on the distant steppe or the Pistachio Forest. General Warlord Tank Commander. Feeling cheeky. But who's Economist? You haven't done it. Well, I'll give this a shot. Economist Pistachio Forest. Why not? Some overpowered things there. Anyways. It's ridiculous how overpowered dollars and disasters is, and of course they don't lower the price because they're greedy pricks. That's why they released it in the first place. Well, that's the Attorney General who makes security initiatives costless. Anyhow, brutal economist, Pistachio Forest. The invasion is over because invasion, remember, with the good guys, and combat forces has been withdrawn. Despite initial hopes of change, the region is unstable. Population feels neglected. The government is actually in operation to stabilize the region. You have folk responsible for all civilian and military matters. Sure, the local puppet government, maybe. The area seems fairly well developed with farms, interestingly. Like, say, here. This is rural, but you don't see nearly as many farms. Anyways, you have to start here because on Brutal, you have to notice the population is like 71,000 there. Nowhere else has nearly enough people that if you stabilize it, you won't end up in serious trouble just by. I mean, nowhere else has enough population that if you stabilize it, you can avoid serious trouble from lack of stability. General principle of the economist is to think long term. I'm actually delaying until just a tiny bit so that the initiatives will focus on rolling out in areas around HQ. Of course, I can't get outreach office until I have district reps, so I can't wait too long. But literacy and Echo Whiskey. Library established, school buildings. Netherlands is first legalized euthanasia. Human nervous system is electronically linked for first time. School buildings repaired. Only $2 for medical supplies, so grab it what's cheap. For those of you who saw multiplayer game, don't be like that guy I was playing with. Inflation doesn't matter beyond increasing the price of things. Yeah, I'll do this now even. You get players who are like, oh, inflation's too high. It doesn't directly hurt you. This makes initiatives more expensive. Union state talk progressing between Russia and Belarus. I wait a little since last initiative, time for effective procurement, because that'll cut down on corruption gate in the long run. Spy scandal unravels in Northern Ireland. Stormont Gate. Effective procurement does increase costs, unfortunately. But it's a cheaper way to bring down corruption in the short run than running something like Anti-Corruption 3 having to wait a long time for it to do its trick. School supplies is $4. It's not going to come down to 3 in a reasonable time. Alright, now school expansion. Education is roll out quick. Medical provide less raw at standard rate, but they create less corruption, and water sanitation initiatives they're less affected by inflation, so their cost doesn't go up as much as normal with inflation. Israel elects a new prime minister. Oh, forget who was elected in this year, 2003. Oh, was that when Netanyahu? I hope not. That was. When did that bastard take power? I swear some people run water sanitation because they have racist views of, oh, quote, dirty Arabs, and I worry about those people. They've been turned racist. Miss Shoe Bomber has been jailed for life. And made to think that people of different colors or ethnicities were responsible for the problems instead of the people who were actually responsible for the problems, the rich and powerful, who, generally speaking, find ways to suck up all the resources of society, leaving none for everyone else, because there's always so much to go around. Conflict theory, sociology, if you're not aware. Court being retired. It's just headlines in this era. There's a lot of them. Let's do. Darn it! I mean, this does increase zone support, but I'm not going to stabilize that zone soon. And it increases corruption. Just going to have to provide basic aid. So otherwise it starts insurgency a little early. Gives them a recruitment bonus. Staying at corruption 3 at this point, though, because it does give some support. And it's time I'm losing the PR battle. I know. Time for a bank reserve increase. Be as long as possible, not as long as possible, a little bit, so inflation didn't jump back up as much. First coalition troops, start deploying them. Love local militia, but I actually need to slow down a zone capture. So I can buy a few soldiers. I gotta do it early so that the militia will actually roll out in decent time. Alright, if they're there, there could be a camp. Any number of places around here. If it's the mountains, I can't do anything about it, but I'll check the flatlands. Fortunately, I did not have enough money for... Doesn't look like they were there. Check there in case the camp. For interpreters and guides yet. So there apparently... there must be a camp somewhere around here. Check here first. I need to find the camp before I can deal with this attack. Yes, I know they'll probably capture a zone and undo some initiatives. Limit access for charities, interpreters and guides. So the inflation effect of it starts going away. Not there. It's maybe there. We need more troops there. Oh, there's the camp. It's a little question mark. Let's deal with that immediately. Here. I think the insurgents gain capability with every zone they capture, just like they lose for every zone I stabilize. Police recruitment because I need the security. Lost district reps, so there already. Put the insurgents next to my HQ before they attack my HQ and undo the green zone. Which will cause the loss of stability rep loss for a bit. Oh, I can't even win there? That's great. Destroy the school buses. Probably used them for military purposes. At least the charities are slowly rolling out various initiatives. Core healthcare. Because it is not going to raise corruption as much as advanced sanitation. I'm about to get more money anyhow. There we go. National troops. Put that off longer than I would have liked. Prison reforms. For reform, I need the rep in the long run. Yeah, I know they can control there. Alright, just about one there. Worried about this area getting attacked. If we connect the insurgent zones, that'd be really bad. Have to prepare roads down this way. Dirt roads. Roads are really important in this particular map. Thinking long term. About to attack here, probably. Or here. Yeah, I don't have the money for job initiatives. Sorry, peeps. I might capture that area for the first time I could uniform, but at least I could pop a. It's not where they're attacking in. Really? Losing even with the support? Never controlled Foxtrot Kilo either. Stabilize the HQ zone. Or protect it, I should say. Still haven't captured this. Thought that would happen much faster, but nope. Protect this urban area. Have to protect the cities in this game. Alright. Coalition troops. Or have to break those guys in two. Garrison, because they can be immediately useful. Security checkpoints and then soon civil support. Let's pull those coalition troops so they don't build hostility there. Get attacked there again, probably. Or there. Should grab. No, the knife that. Let's expand healthcare. Civil support. Have to always keep a division there, so well, a unit. I'm going to talk about long-term stuff. I'm having to do pretty short-term things right now. This guy's green zone. So slow stabilization of areas that are not green yet. Money for combat reinforcements in the end. I need another national soldier. That's a long-term investment. And this nonsense, so they moved twice. Oh, they're doing it to disrupt those guys. Darn it. That might cost me. Cover up failed. 12%. There was some odds of that. This is going poorly. Let's send these guys home. Don't have the rep to. Need local police expansion. So, gain by fewer and fewer units. Pressure won't work. Is it quicker to travel further there? The rep from that antagonize insurgents. Right? Yeah, they would attack there. More national soldiers. Let's improve rights of communities. Darn it. Just had to hit the take out the local militia at just the wrong time. That was what was slowing them taking that zone. I've had terrible RNG this run so far. Precision munitions. Can't afford another airstrike king civilians. I think it allows them to do more frequent airstrikes. I buy precision munitions and I hit civilians anyways. Unbelievable. It's like the game hates me. Of course it does. Rural outreach. Stuff out there faster. Personal health program. Reinforcements because things going poorly. The roads 2 complete by charity. Nice. Good bit of RNG for once. Garrison. Nice area. I need security there. gotta go. Back to HQ. Of course. Some assistance there. Some pressure on the rival that actually worked. Send these guys home. So I have to watch my rep. Encryption 4. Darn it. This guy's back and I get some work on initiatives over here. Speaking of initiatives, I need electricity. So much for that. National travel logistics for sure. This guy's gonna need reinforcements there. Money. Last group of national soldiers. So pressure on the rival. do an extension. This is going to start hurting my funding, but it's necessary. Airstrike hits civilians again. I have to cover it up, but it's better not. Come on, get out of the zone. Rules engagement for sure. High precision munitions for a reason. Alright. Time for telecoms. There's a few demands for it. Insurgents. Need the rep. One aggression, increase support there. Hopeful Fire Staff Plain Plague Inc. The factiously popular mobile game release day. And hopeful Fire Staff are spending all the free time trying to affect the world. So if you won that particular day in May, you can get an achievement, but yeah. So the coalition troops there to support. Looks like I'm winning here. Some there. Can help with this initiative rollout. Make sure there it's closer and there's an initiative to roll. Times for development discussions. Mainly I want rural subsidies, a development bank. So I can roll out stuff quicker in this corner of the map through most subsidies. Boom. And here for that matter. reinforce with national troops. Need extra strength. The reason I haven't done any of this is because of the corruption it can cause. I'm not going to miss out on the opportunity for that event. Land rates, because it's equally affected in all areas, and I'm worried about the remote zones, which want jobs. There's something wrong out here. I'll help with that. Corruption is reducing support 17%. It's not terrible, actually. Let's do tuberculosis eradication. Send these guys home. Do have one last coalition soldier I can bring in. I have the money for it, so everything. Aren't they helping with that initiative? There we go. Alright, it's 2. So high areas that have that. Not many that have highways. Yes, chance to fund the military, although it will drive corruption. Do it now because these guys are losing. Highways 1. So faster roll initiatives on this highway here. Time for national arms upgrade. Past time, really. Charioted highways 2, that's actually kind of useless, but whatever. God. Our airstrike hits civilians. Drones they had combat power without. And look at insurgent camps as a possible target. sensors in those drones. Occasional boost. Again. It's past time I do a corruption purge. Got the money. Nice. Large squares waiting on garrison to deal with this pocket. As well as stabilizing areas so I didn't risk camps in my rear. General's engagement again. So sick of getting these hit civilians events. Surgeons still refuse to talk. Wonder why. There's a lot of them, I guess. Just doing ID vehicle upgrades. Some pressure on the rival. Surgeon offensive. Telecoms 2. Get support in the get those in the green zones. Becomes more effective as completing more zones. So that'll help when I go into the mountains and start trying to stabilize them. So allow the green zones to help stabilize Delta Uniform, which is unstable mainly due to being so close to surgeon areas. Keep finding the military. So I need this to wrap up quick so I can push east. Another attack. Do urban outreach teams. And summit leads to jobs boost. Something to work on there, actually. When the troops to help get initiatives rolled out in the green zones. Export agencies. Surgeons are almost ready to talk. pushing here. I don't even see insurgents here. Get rapid drone rotation to ensure support for the attack. Increase the likelihood anyhow. Now they'll attack here. Maybe? No, didn't provoke it. Prefer to keep troops here because there's no garrison to slow the zone capture if worse comes to worse. Nice. Took off Mike with Harley a fight. It's probably the last time you need to threaten insurgents. Endurance in the drones. So when they do get them somewhere useful, it'll last longer. Actually, I could probably push there now. Oh. Wasn't in combat there yet, so I can pull back easy. See if I can't push into Gulf Juliet. Dwelling form is almost stable. Strategic communications will help. Rapid air rotation. Insurgents. Still a chance they'll refuse to talk. Fine. There are repercussions then. For the military. Still losing there. Fortunately, even with the support. Mountains are hard to push into, for sure. 55 minutes here, jeez. More precise munitions. Garrison there, that should help. Combat. Now I'm starting to win. Could need heavy ordnance. Time for universal justice. Help stabilize Gulf might quicker. Increase national soldier pay to reduce desertion rates. Still losing these fights. No? Okay, send reinforcements. Now they're winning. Darn it. outreach. Livestock development. Tons of support in urban areas, more worried about rural ones. The more support I have in these areas, the harder it is for insurgents to ever capture again. Let's look, I'll get ram spawns up here, such camps, green zones, which can happen even with the police expansion. I can push them to just one zone, the insurgents will really be on their back legs from the military to make sure that happens. You're surrounded. Clean water supplies. Just dramatically. Advanced sanitation. It's only a tiny cost. I think I can eliminate the insurgents entirely. Full reform women's rights law. Yes. Democratic transition. Probably should have done that earlier. That's a rep. Time to talk peace. Now they know that at least to not set up a military dictatorship that's semi-permanent like the US did in South Korea, Taiwan, and there's a short-lived military governorship in Japan, although very quickly the US transitioned to democracy that wasn't really democracy because it's been one-party rule in Japan since World War II. There's an opposition party, but it pretty much hasn't ever taken power in the country. It's a sorry excuse for democracy if it's always one party in power. Heck, I mean, the US two-party system is a sorry excuse for democracy. If you only have two parties, you need to have a lot more pluralism than that. More parties. Even countries with more than two parties often fail the test of being actual democracies in terms of correlation between what most people think and the laws they're passed. For instance, Germany has more than two parties, but still fails the test when the same statistical method that was applied to the US to show it was an oligarchy was applied to Germany. They failed as well, though not by as much as the US, because they're not really a healthy democracy, but they're a less unhealthy one than the US is. They have the far right on the rise, serious problems in their system. I mean, I suspect the only countries that might pass the test might be like some of the Nordic countries. Maybe. And even then, Sweden is starting to slip out of the model of social democracy and actually empowering ordinary people and becoming more right-wing, so... let's prioritize elections. There's a little more reputation. Police chief. arrest him. Nice, and I win. Just before the elections. Everyone gets to participate. It's all green zones. Operation Hopeful Fire success stabilized the region in 2022 and defeated the insurgents. People have hope for the future. Cool. You can quote the achievement, and then I guess we'll have to try the really difficult thing of a brutal campaign. That's what the achievements have been dreading. These are practice for that partly. I may practice some of the maps aren't the first 5 a tiny bit. Try and get some more governors and brutal in them, because in the campaign you can't always choose what map you have to do. Kind of get forced in certain ones by the tactics up here and such. Well, anyways, I wish you folks the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and may you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Until next time, it's Northstar. Adieu. Best luck.